Hey guys, it's Cody, and I'm here with the rest of the Final Central cast. Today we're talking all things Season 7 and our predictions. So, with the new season, literally anything is possible. But let's start with our wants. What is something that you want to see added in Season 7, even if it's a bit unrealistic? I will start. I really want to see some sort of like toggleable effect, sort of specialization. Something that is game-changing, even. Something similar to like Dash, Winch Claw, or Dematerializer. Some examples I have, honestly, like of the effects. I don't think these in particular should be added, so don't put me on the, the stake and throw tomatoes at me. But, maybe like a team speed boost or like a decoy effect on light. Maybe like a health smoke pop you could do for your specialization on medium, or maybe like a vibrating aura that does damage to structures and slows down enemies. I don't know. What do you guys think about like specializations? Do you have any cool ideas or any thoughts? Do you guys want more specializations in the game?
I want more specializations. I will say you named about 4 from Apex Legends, I think. So you're going to get cooked for that on its own.
Yeah, I'm sure. I mean, there's so much overlap with like hero shooters, so I get it. It's just everything's been done before, right? But I think the finals is good at like coming up with things that haven't been done before or been done differently enough that it makes the game unique.
I think like toggleable effects could be cool. I also think like maybe specializations that work almost in a passive effect only could work. Say like if you're taking inspiration from Apex, for example, take like Lifeline, like how she has the deployable robot to res teammates. Like on medium, instead of having like a specialization, you just have that passive that you slot in instead. And now I can hit a teammate and it like revives them automatically, like after a few seconds.
Yeah,
or
even
something.
like a specialization maybe that's like almost like a dock dart from Siege would be cool that applies effects on medium. That'd be pretty cool to see. What about you, Finney? What's your want?
For me, I want some kind of gadget on heavy that would have a really long cooldown, and you would have to reload it, but it could basically be used to either do tons of damage or one-shot any type of ability. So like a dome shield, a barricade, like one-shot a goo wall, things like that. I don't know about one-shotting mesh shield, but at least a decent amount of gadgets. And then if you did hit a direct hit, it would do tons damage. So I was thinking maybe something like a sniper as a gadget, but it wouldn't one-shot, or it would have a really long cooldown, so you can't just like spam it as a damage ability.
Yeah, no, I think that's honestly a really sick idea. Just because I think you brought up something really sick a couple days ago, or it might have been a couple hours ago, that heavy doesn't really have a lot of counters to itself. Like, light has glitch grenade. We can counter our other light players, and medium has ways to counter, other mediums, but heavy really doesn't have a good way of countering other heavies. So having something that kind of gets rid of those barricades or those shields would be pretty sick.
Exactly. Like the glitch trap, it basically counters defib, so.
Yeah, no, exactly. Yeah.
I have an idea actually that came to mind now that you've talked about it like that. It could be cool to have like another rocket or projectile, kind of like Lockbolt, but instead it's like a glitch rocket, and then where it lands, it emits like a EMP pulse that continues to pulse for like X amount of time. Maybe it does like 5 pulses, and so it's like kind of a mix of like on impact it detonates and can take down like mesh or dome shields or mesh walls and things like that, kind of like glitch nade already does, but then it continues to pulse in the sense of like how like the glitch trap works, so it does like both, and it just works as like an aerial denial.
You guys talking about this actually gives me a crazy idea that I wish gravity. What is it? What's the heavy called? Is it gravity vortex? No, it's not gravity vortex. Anti-gravity.
Oh yeah.
I would love if it was placeable on walls and it would be directional based off of where it's placed. Imagine if you could place a anti-grav field like sideways. Be super sick. I think it'd be a really, really cool rework, honestly.
Yeah.
That would be cool.
So Sam, what is your want for season 7?
Well, as you guys know, I've just put out a guide for medium and talked about how medium is the support class, and anybody who disagrees with me can fight me. So with that in mind, I want a new support focused gadget on medium. So I want something either like a portable heal canister, where I could drop it on the ground and create like an AoE heal, kind of like the existing heal canisters or blueberries, but like on demand, and maybe having higher volatility but like less time. The other thing that I was thinking is like a nullifier-esque weapon that lets me like help my teammates get out of a bad situation. So maybe don't make it like a skill shot per se, but like a lock-on. And then like if I see my light getting dove by like a sledge heavy and I know he's not getting out or something, I can hit him with a nullifier that like lets him get away, and maybe it even starts health regen or something like that towards the end of the cooldown.
Yeah, I think it's a little bit similar, not exactly, but to like what I was thinking about with the specializations is like having, even a gadget would work too, but like having some sort of way of throwing down healing mist on medium would be kind of cool to have. That's
Yeah, totally.
a lot better than stim, I'll tell you that. Pulling that one up, dude.
Yeah, I mean, since they added the heal canister, I feel like people aren't freaking out about it. I think it's like just enough healing to make a difference, but not enough to where it's like really busted.
I also love if you hit somebody directly, it gives more healing, which is super cool.
Yeah, it's like the perfect compromise between a stim and not adding a stim.
Yeah, there's an element to it. There's a little bit of luck and random chance to it. There's a little bit more of a play than just, hey, hit this button and you're healing. Now you have to look for it.
Yeah.
So that's nice.
It could be cool as like a gadget to combo with heal beam. You just go like full medic.
Now that you say that, I don't want that anymore. Bad idea.
Okay.
So moving into that, we have some other things. Is the need? Is there something that you think is needed in the game? The finals has been out for soon to be 7 seasons and even a confirmed 8th season in the foreseeable future. What is something you think the game needs to change to stay alive and healthy? I'll start, and I will say it now, and I think a lot of people will agree, is a better ranked format. The RS calculations genuinely make 0 sense and never rewards like the climb or effort. You'll be 8th seed and lose like 1,000, which makes 0 sense. If you're in a lobby with rubies and you're, a teeny little plat, why am I losing 1,200 after a loss? Make that make sense. Another thing is like why I can't change my loadouts mid-rank game. If you want to limit it to 1 per game or do a token system or whatever, I just want to be able to change it. I don't think you should be able to change everything, but I should get at least 1, dude. It's ridiculous.
Yeah, I totally agree.
So with that, Finney, what is your need?
Okay, I think that with a lot of the long grinds, like World Tour and such, they should not only just make that shorter, but also the grinds that have a limit to it, like VRs and even career levels potentially, just unlock them. Just make it so you can gain an infinite amount of VRs, an infinite amount of career. Because that's not really damaging to any of the players. And it gives the people that play the game all the time an opportunity to just keep grinding. Since you're going to be bringing down the longer grinds, the players that play a lot will have something else to go for.
With that, you bring up a wonderful idea in my head, is that I want to be able to see more than, 5 contracts, 6 contracts that I can mark. Just let me see everything, okay? It's so annoying that I'm in a game and I finished all my 6 that I tracked. And now I go in and it's like, oh, I could have put on this weapon, but I didn't know because I couldn't track it at the time. I just want to see all the contracts. But I think allowing people to play more and get more from it is, never a bad thing. If you want to play the game, you should be rewarded for it.
Yeah, I think the current like badging system or like ranking isn't the right term, but like the badges that you earn, especially like World Tour, are currently set up in a way where it's like for the more casual / like maybe more serious player, but not somebody who devotes their life to this game. Like you kind of have to full send it on just one of those if you want to hit the top tier by the end of the season. Like I've been playing more World Tour this season than I've ever played in the finals, and I think I'm at like plat 3, and like Finney is at like Emerald 2, I think, but like he's able to play almost all day while I work. Like like the thing is, like I can't play ranked and also play World Tour and also play Power Shift and also play Quick Cash and like get all these up to max like rank. It's just there's not enough time in the day. There's literally not enough time in the day, I think, to grind all of those to max level, unless you are like a full-time content creator who is which there is not a lot of them in the finals. The finals is not big enough to do that yet. So
I can see part of the thought process behind that being like they want it to be an achievement and not just something everyone can get. They don't want it to just be like, all right, well now my emerald skin isn't special because literally everyone. but at the same time, it shouldn't be so long to the point where people, I assume most of the finals players have jobs and they have other things to do during the day, to the point where they can only play maybe 2 hours a day, and they're not going to be able to get their max rank in quick play, their max rank in world tour, whatever rank they want to hit in ranked. They're not going to be able to do all that. And then like battle pass sponsorship, like there's just so many levels.
Yeah, no, I agree.
I think making some of them easier and then just uncapping other things is the perfect middle
Dude,
ground.
and you couple that in with like 40 other battle passes from games. I love the idea of a battle pass, but I hate them in practice because I like, what makes you think I'm going to play your game every day?
Yeah,
it's just crazy to me. Like, the idea is like, oh yeah, you know, I get to rank up throughout the season and get all these cool goodies and gizmos, but it's like, dude, if I play one other game, I will not finish your battle pass. I won't. It's just too unlikely.
I will say the finals is a bit more generous with it. Like,
yeah, definitely.
As far as how much you earn, like, you may not complete the battle pass, but you, most of the time, if you play this game a decent amount, even if you play other games, will still earn your money back at the very least.
Yeah, that's fair. No, I agree with you on that. Sam, what is your need?
Yeah, so my need is not necessarily for the game to survive. It's more if they want the competitive scene to be big like they're trying to do. And that's going to be UI enhancements and private matches. So that includes things like new free camp features, say like a over-the-top view that shows health bars on demand from all players on the map, things like that. I would love to see another camera or keybind option for, you know, POI 1 and 2. So if you're you know, we're watching ranked cash out matches or we're hosting a community tournament, being able to jump between point A and B rather than just spamming the button and hoping for the best. I think we will get some of this season. I mean, like, season 6 brought a lot of UI enhancements and a lot of things to private match, so I see this coming. And the other thing that I really think we need is more colors to choose from for the teams. Some of them are not really colorblind friendly, I admit. I know there's colorblind settings in the game. I'm not really sure how much that fixes the problem. But the other thing is, like, for us, we hosted our first community tournament, and like, we had 5 teams playing cash out, and the thing is, there's 4 colors. So now we, like, our community has said, hey, like, it would be cool if you had like a leaderboard at the bottom that kept track and the colors and things like that. And I was like, it's mathematically like not possible unless we manually update it between every single match. And like with the current format of like cash out, the way Pro Ups does it and things like that, like that's asking a lot for us to keep track of. It would be nice if, I mean, you could use hex code or just anything to set any color as, you know, the team's color. I just don't imagine it being that hard to do because they don't talk about the colors in the game. Team names are a different story, but yeah.
Yeah, with that too, dude, just give us custom names, dude. Just give them. Come on. I just want them. I want to be able to have the, you know, the Guilty Gooners or whatever as my team.
The Goontrash.
Yeah, Goontrash. Subtle plug. Real ones now.
Subtle plug.
Yeah, no, I think you nailed it on the head, man, because just, I mean, it kind of plays into the ranked format, right? Like, just ranked and competitive in general definitely needs some changes. That's clearly, I mean, the casual is super important, but competitive is what, you know, keeps a lot of people playing. That's just kind of what's popular with a lot of FPSs, especially. So it's pretty important.
Especially using the major as some form of like exposure is definitely gonna ignite people's want to play competitively as well. So
I mean, do you know how hard it's gonna be at like Stockholm and you're watching the major and you're like the third from the back row and you're watching the screen and it's on a projector and it's gonna be, oh my god, is that the red, orange, or pink team? Like 3 shades of red. Like,
yeah, no,
do you know how hard that is to see? That, like,
yeah, no, I agree.
Put up green and blue and red and yellow and just be done. Like, that's just so much easier.
Right. So, now that we've set our wants and our needs, what do we really think we're going to get? And, I mean, yeah, the big thing is, like, I think it's pretty... We were kind of talking about it yesterday or today, that the seasons have been pretty similar, you know? They always kind of drop, like, the same. Obviously, Season 6 is a little bit of an outlier. We didn't get a map. We didn't get any gadgets or anything. We just got 3 weapons. Granted, they were pretty game-changing in a way. I mean, I think we're gonna get a new map, honestly, because we skipped one in season 6, and I'm hoping, I'm praying. I think realistically we should get new specializations. We've had so many weapons added that, you know, I think the weapon pool is genuinely in a decent spot, and I can't think of anything that they could add that wouldn't be like crazy. You know, if they want to add like a ray gun or something crazy, by all means, go ahead. I'm encouraging you to. I will not complain, but I would like to see more specializations. I think that's what's going to happen. I think the new map is incredibly likely. And I'm assuming it's going to be a competitively designed map, I would assume. If it doesn't come in Season 7, it's definitely coming in Season 8. So I also just genuinely think I don't think there's going to be a ton of new content. I think it's going to be a lot of polish and refining and like making sure the game is competitively ready. But that might be Season 8 over Season 7. We don't know. What do you think, Vinny?
Yeah, no, I think we're probably going to see a lot more quality of life changes coming this season and next season as they prepare for the major. But I think they're also going to have like, I think they kind of have it split up. Like, I don't think that their content based team is entirely devoted to quality of life, if you know what I mean. Like,
Yeah.
they probably have that separated a little bit. So I definitely think we're still going to get content, but I think they're going to try and minimize how much they add, especially in Season 8, because they don't want to change it too much before the major.
Yeah, no, that makes a really good point. Just because if they did add some crazy stuff in Season 8 and then immediately going into the major, it's like,
yeah, if they added like some game-changing gadget or something,
right,
it would be really jank. So
I wouldn't put it past them. I mean, if you remember Fortnite, I think the championship series or whatever, the world tour, wasn't that like when the mechs came out? Like they dropped that in and it broke the entire game and everybody hated it, and they're like, oh, by the way, here's our biggest championship we're ever gonna do. I mean, I'm pretty sure that's when it came out, but yeah, I wouldn't put it past them. I hope they don't though. So
yeah.
So you guys give me your thoughts on yours. What do you think we're getting, Finny?
I'm predicting, I know Sam said he wanted a specialization, but I'm predicting that we're going to get a gadget for medium, mostly because they basically have like 3 main things that they can use. They have like zip on and jump out, which are basically do the same thing. They have defib, and then they have like 2 different types of mines. They have glitch mines and then but I think we need something else that's going to like create a different type of play style than just the normal, either you're running movement or you're running some type of mine, especially since we haven't got a new gadget for medium since Season 2. And I think maybe they could potentially add some type of gadget that gives your teammates some kind of buff. As Sam was saying, he thinks medium needs some kind of support, so maybe you could use a gadget that would maybe give your teammates, I don't know, a speed boost or some type of support thing that would help them win fights, or maybe like increased reload speed for a certain amount of time.
Reload speed sounds crazy with the minigun.
I was just thinking, I was like,
if you have a minigun teammate,
oh my God.
yeah. I mean, I don't know. They could do some stuff like that. Maybe just tone it down a bit, but
yeah. No, weirdly enough, I feel like we all have similar ideas, but different ways of doing them. Like you brought up like these effects that you can give out, and I was thinking for every class, but I mean, medium especially, I could see that being something that they should get. Right, like being able to give effects would be so cool. If they're like the bard of, you know, the finals, being able to like throw all these weird, crazy effects on their teammates or other people, I think it'd be really cool. You know, it's just like there's this one meme I know. It's like the random BS go, and that would be medium. You're just throwing out everything. Yeah.
To be honest, that honestly gives me an idea. They could make it to where it's kind of like a glitch mine. It's like a radius, and if the enemies step into the radius, they'll get like debuffed or glitched, and then when the enemies or when your teammates step in, they'll get like a buff, like as I was saying.
Yeah,
so they could make it a stationary thing like that instead of just having a limited time thing that you just kind of give and your teammates can run around with it.
Yeah, I think they should bring from Black Ops 2 the wraps as a specialization. You can throw one out, and then it'll just chase people on the map. That'd be really cool. Yeah.
That was Black Ops 3.
Was it not Black Ops 2 too?
No, I don't think so.
Yeah.
It was 3 or 4. I don't think it was in 2.
I don't know. Anyways, yeah, they should add a drone. They just add a drone. Just fly around and ping people.
Yeah.
Yeah, the dragonfly drone.
Yeah, drone swarm.
Yeah.
I mean, drone swarm. Sam, what do you think?
I think we are getting the large scale version of the TDM map that was added during the Alpha Active event.
I'm surprised you're the first person to bring this up, and I honestly am a little upset with myself that
I've been keeping that one in my back pocket. We were playing this video, and I said I'm not mentioning this thing because nobody's gonna remember. And then I'm gonna say they'd be like, you know what, you might be right. Yeah, I think we get a large scale cash out power shift whatever version of the TDM map. It's in like the Redwood Forest. It looks like it's in an undisclosed location. It says it's redacted. It's redacted because it's not out officially yet, but it's coming out. That's my guess. I think we're getting that.
Yeah, I think you. Yeah, I think.
Yeah, I think that's a really good prediction.
Might be the new map, dude.
Yeah.
Is there anything else you're predicting, or you just wanted to
No, I have no idea what else we're getting, but I can tell you, I hope it's that, and I hope we're getting the UI enhancements. That's all at this point, that's all I can ask for.
I think you have the most realistic expectations.
Yeah. Yeah, I was gonna say if any of these are gonna happen, I think it's likely one too.
Yeah. No, I think the season's gonna be really quality of life, like we said earlier, and it's gonna be easing ourselves into the major. The season 6 was what? It's gonna be 12 weeks, 13 weeks, something like that, roughly. So the same would be true. That's 3 to 4 months for season 7, assuming they follow the same format. That puts us right up at October, and we know that the major is at the end of November. That's 1 month. Yep. So either this season's the crazy one or this one's quality of life, and they're going to save all the crazy stuff till after the major in season 8. That's my guess.
I hope they do it now so people can prepare, because dropping crazy stuff right before a major is wild work. But
yeah, no. If they're going to be focusing on quality of life, though, the fact that they already have a map made would be a really easy way for them to drop a new map and still focus on quality of life.
I think it'd be smart, like right after the major, or even during the major, they drop an update that isn't playable like on the major. Like I would think after probably, but dropping like a huge content update, you have all eyes on it. You know what I mean? Like,
yeah,
hey,
they could.
Stuff come right in.
They totally will. Well, I mean, I'm sure they're gonna have them on a dedicated like dev build, probably. Anyways,
the first time we see like a 0.5. Who knows? I think a 0.5 would make sense after the major. It might be
like what 9.2.5 basically.
Yeah, but like a season 8.5 where they drop a bunch of other stuff or something. Who knows?
Well, we got that this season. We had 6.5 or 6.6.
Yeah, I mean like
whichever one it was.
I guess we got the nullifier, but I don't know. I think of like a crazy or I don't know, something crazy. But that is our predictions. We want to know yours. So, do you think the game needs something? What is coming in season 7? Let us know down in the comments, and we'll see you in season 7.